We're kicking off 2021 with 5 shocking facts about the US federal execution spree. As well, link below this video, I'm going to send you to a page which I've been building up a blog of more information about the death penalty, some general resources that are going to be able to help you build up your own education about the death penalty, find out the facts, find out resources you can find out more information from. As well, for those 5 shocking facts that I'm going to give you, I'm going to have further information in the information down below the video. These were the first federal executions in 17 years. 2003 was the last federal execution before 2020. It's the first lame duck executions in over 130 years when Grover Cleveland, who was a former executioner himself, was the president. Number 2, the numbers. There were more federal executions carried out in 2020 than in the past 67 years combined. There were 10 federal prisoners who were executed in 2020, and there are 5 pending executions before the Biden administration is officially due to take over. This is a pace of executions that is as astonishing as it is grotesque. The US federal government carried out more executions than any other jurisdiction in the entire United States in 2020. Texas, usually the highest executioner in the United States, carried out just 3 executions. 4 other states, Missouri, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, each only carried out a single execution in 2020. The US federal death penalty was only reinstated in 1988, and since that time, just 3 federal inmates had been executed before 2020. The Trump administration started this killing spree with the first 3 executions carried out within 4 days. The last time 10 or more federal executions was carried out in the US was 1896. The dates. On World Human Rights Day in 2020, they executed a man, and they plan to carry out an execution on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday this year. 4. There was seriously questionable legality on the executions themselves. Several executions were carried out after the execution warrant had already expired. Issues such as a concern about mental competency for an inmate with severe Alzheimer's disease were still being litigated when the inmate was executed. The cruelty, number 5. There was an inmate strapped to his gurney with IV lines connected while the Supreme Court heard his appeal. The executions have been putting staff and other attendees at risk, being referred to at times as a COVID-19 super spreader event. Following one execution, nearly a quarter of the 40-member execution team later tested positive for COVID-19. 2 inmates with pending executions have recently been diagnosed with COVID, and the legal team of another inmate had themselves come down with COVID-19 while still trying to prepare last-minute appeals for the inmate. A First Nations inmate was executed contrary to the will of the Navajo Nation, and despite other significant concerns of unfairness and racial bias at the original trial. What can you do? Download the Amnesty International Urgent Action for background information on the cases, and use the sample letter, which I'm also going to link to you down below, to compose a fast email to the current US Attorney General. Also, continue to call on the United States, as every country that retains the death penalty, to establish a moratorium on executions with a view to abolish the death penalty. Thank you, and Happy New Year. Thank you for watching this video. For more information on the death penalty and human rights, please click on the subscribe link below. Likes and comments are appreciated. If you'd like to support or donate to Amnesty International Canada, please go to amnesty.ca. If you're outside of Canada, please go to amnesty.org and find your local section.